Right guys, I'm out on a little bike ride in London. I'm making this video because I'm preparing to go to the Philippines again in May, and thought it might be useful to some other people. Normally I book my ticket about 6 or 8 weeks before. This time I booked it about 4 months before. I normally fly with Etihad or Saudia. Today, or this time, we're flying with Air China. So Air China it is this time. The reason we're flying with Air China is because we got the flight very cheap. Our normal flight prices is about £800 or just under. This time we've got a flight, obviously booking it a longer time in advance, but I don't normally find that makes a difference. I normally keep an eye then, but the Air China flight ends up being 400 and I think it was 430 or 450, something like that. So quite a lot of difference in the money, and so that's why we're flying with them. I'm a bit nervous, to be pretty honest. I've never been to China before, and they haven't got the best reputation. So, but there you go. But what I've done is the flight I booked has got a 5-hour layover in the middle, so if there is a bit of a problem it gives me a little bit of leeway. That's why I did that. Normally when I book a flight I normally try and do it so I've got about 3 hours in the middle usually, but this one's got 5, so you know, that's what we got. So get into some of the other things that I think people might find useful is what to take to the Philippines. Me personally, I try to travel as light as possible. I wouldn't take a suitcase with any wheels, as the road surfaces and all that, and pulling a suitcase is pretty impossible. Only time it was any good pushing and pulling it is in the airport. Once you get outside, then you've got no chance if you're going to take it on public transport or anything like that. I tend to use like a duffel bag backpack type of thing. That's what I use. And I try to travel as lightly as possible. You know, I take sort of probably 5 sets of clothes, but I tend to take, when it comes to t-shirts, I take like the active type t-shirts, you know, like the nylon-y actively type ones. One, because you don't really sweat so much in them, and 2, if you do have to wash them out or wash them, right, they dry really, really quick. You know, you can hang them outside and they're dry within a short time. So that's why I go with them. And the same really with shorts. I've got some, like they're like a chino type short, but they're like a nylon-y type material. They really dry quick. So, and the other reason is say you go to like a waterfall or somewhere like that, and you didn't think you were gonna, if you've got clothes like that, you can go for a little swim, because give it half hour and you'll be dry. So that's one of the reasons. And then I take, shoes wise, I normally take a pair of sandals and a pair of Crocs, and obviously my trainers I'm wearing, and that's it. Then just the usual underwear and trainer socks for when I'm wearing the trainers. Or sometimes I'll put the trainer socks on if I'm wearing Crocs as well, depending if my feet are getting a bit sore or something like. Sometimes I've found they do. Yeah, that side of things. And then I just take a belt just in case I lose a bit of weight. Only joking. Yeah, I take a belt with me, but I always pack that I don't wear it, because then that's something else you've got to worry about when you're going. When you're going through security at the airport. I always wear like a pair of nylon type tracksuit bottoms, not the big joggers. They're pretty comfortable when you're on the plane. And one tip that I could say is put your tops in layers, so you can you know, you have your t-shirt and then just a fleece or something like that, and then I'll take a small jacket, because obviously I'm coming from the UK and it's usually cold with me, but then that's the 3 layers, and that's about all I do. Yeah, and that's what I do for that type of thing. Take, like, wear your heaviest clothes. I always take like a vest type thing with lots of pockets, so then that helps you when you want to take like your camera batteries and all that, because you've got to put them in your carry-on. You put them in your pockets, it don't count. It don't count on your carry-on then. Whatever you can put in them pockets don't count. Like the one I've got has even got a big pocket where actually my laptop can actually fit as well. So that won't count to my carry-on, and I'll get through all the stuff and then put it in the bag when I get on the plane. You know, stuff like that. So we're just having a bit of a ride around, nowhere particular. Hope you enjoyed the little nature reserve bit. We're going to be doing some videos when I'm in the Philippines, probably some in Manila, because I'm going to be in Manila for a couple of days when I first get there. Then we're thinking about going to Pangasinan area and see what's up there. We might go to the province again, which would be Palumpum, so that would mean going to Cebu and stuff like that. Whether we'll fly or not, I don't know. I haven't really organised where we're going, but we're definitely doing the Pangasinan side of things. And yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, so right, we're off and we're moving again. Yes. Yeah, so going back to what we was talking about was with the suitcases, make sure you don't take one with a wheel, take a backpack of some kind. The airport stuff has changed this year, so I don't know about the meeting points and things like that. If you're getting someone to pick you up in a car, then it's the usual thing. But if you're meeting somebody at the airport, where my partner, I always seem to meet her at the airport. She don't seem to, I don't think she trusts me to land in the Philippines and travel to where she is without being there. And not only that, it makes it easier for me anyway. I don't know where I'm going half the time in there anyway. Yeah, so cheers. Yeah. Getting a little bit more excited now, getting organised a little bit. Starting to work out a few places we're going to. But you'll see that in the videos. I got myself a Revolut card last time I went. I'm not sure, this is from the UK, so I'm not sure what you can use from the States, I don't know. But I found I didn't have any problems, so I can use it, link it to my main bank account, and then I can transfer money over to that. And then if I want to draw it from an ATM or whatever, I was able to add it to the Grab app, which made life that little bit easier, where I've tried doing my normal bank before and it wouldn't add. So it is like a MasterCard, but it's sort of a money card type of thing where you can add money. So, but then you can have it in like your currency or Philippine pesos or whatever. You can, and you don't actually get a bad rate, transfer rate as well. So when you're drawing out, you don't end up paying the big fees if you're getting money out. But I don't tend to. I try to use that for Grab and stuff like that. That's what I tend to use that for. It makes life a little easier. Anyway guys, we're going to leave it there, and I might use this, I might not, so we'll see. Alright then guys, cheers, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Cheers guys.